Hi again, Panther fans. It's Inside Georgia State Football. Dave Cohen along with Georgia State's normal starting right guard, although he's sidelined right now with an injury. That's Gabe Mobley, and each and every week we take you behind the scenes of Panther football. And, Gabe, thanks for joining us. I know it's 37 straight starts. It's kind of tough to watch it from the sideline while the games are going on, but you got a couple of weeks now where you got to heal up the injury.
Yes, sir. It's definitely different having to be on the sideline and not in the game. I mean, after 37 games of being out there and playing, it's a lot different. The last time I was on the sideline was my redshirt freshman year, so it's definitely different. But I get a chance to see the defenses and everything better from the sideline, so I can help the guys out like that.
Again, when you're not right in the middle of it, they talk about the game slowing down a little bit. You see things differently from where the coaches and the other players are on that sideline as opposed to being on the field in the middle of the action. Have you picked up things, noticed anything as you've watched from the sideline as opposed to being out there starting?
Yes, sir. There's definitely a different perspective from the sideline. When you're in at right guard, you can only see what's going on the right side of the offense, just in the box right there. But when you're over there on the sideline, you can see the bigger picture. You can see what's going on the whole line, what's going on the perimeter, and even in the backfield is something that you usually don't get. So being able to see all that definitely gives you a different perspective, and it's better to see what the defense is giving you from different angles too.
You noticed our mode of dress here for the interview this afternoon. Gabe is a little bit dressed up as opposed to me in my blue Georgia State Under Armour polo, and that's because you're currently in law school. You graduated Georgia State, 3 years, a degree in history, and now a student in the Georgia State College of Law. Talk a little bit about that transition from undergrad to law school.
Yes, sir. It's last year was a little bit of a rocky transition trying to get into the swing of things with handling both football and law school at the same time. I mean, some days or most days last year, on Monday through Thursday, I'd be at football from 6 to 12 in the morning, and then I'd be over there at law school for about 1 to 9. And I'd have class from 1 to 3, then I'd get ready and go into the library and try to study up and get ready for my next class. That would be from 6 to 8:45, so it took a little bit of transition into getting through, and just trying to handle that with all the responsibilities I had with football too. But this year, the second year in law school, it's been a little bit easier just because I know what I need to do and how I need to handle my time better.
Yeah, they talk about time management right now. If we looked it up in the dictionary, your picture would be right there with time management, as would any student athlete who's currently in law school. What was it about the profession of law that attracted you to want to go down that path?
I don't know. There's just something about. I mean, I've always, wanted to help people out, but there's something about the level of competition that you get in law school that's kind of similar that you do in sports. Because, I mean, you're going in there and you're competing against another attorney over there on the other side, and you're trying to, battle with and to fight for your client, get the tactical advantage any way you can.
A lot of research as well. Research in law, I guess, would be the equivalent of sitting and watching film and going over game plans each and every week. You're right. There's a lot of similarities between the two.
Yes, sir. I mean, you have to know your case law, and you have to know the statutes and just the precedents and everything else if you want to go in there and have some adequate representation for your client.
What concentration within the study of law are you focusing in on?
I don't really know exactly what I want to do yet, but recently we got a sports law class here at our law school, and that's something I'm definitely interested in taking just because of my background with football and playing sports my whole life pretty much. So I think that's something I'd be interested in.
So potentially somewhere down the line as in a role as a sports agent, sports attorney?
Yes, or something like that.
Tell Georgia State fans a little something about Gabe Mobley that they may not be aware of. Again, you started 37 straight, been a big part of Georgia State football now, graduated in 3 years, and now in law school. Tell Panther fans something about you that they wouldn't know.
Honestly, one of my biggest things that I like to do in my spare time is just hang out with my family whenever I can. And I got 3 little nephews and 2 nieces that mean a lot to me, and it's important that I get to see them and play with them whenever I can. And you'll even see them on game days out there tailgating, wearing my little jerseys and everything, and they mean a bunch to me.
All right, Gabe, appreciate it. Get healthy soon, and I look forward to having you back on the field ASAP.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, I want to thank Georgia State's offensive lineman Gabe Mobley. He's a law student here at Georgia State University, and we've been talking to him on this week's Inside Georgia State Football. Again, each and every week we take you behind the scenes and tell you something that you don't know about Georgia State football.